So day 3 it is, and we have a plethora of finals coming up for you today. We start off with women's action. It's going to be a dual category, 61 and 67 kilo final, followed by the men's 59 kilo decider and the over 107 kilo final. This is the schedule. We're approaching 10:30 Dubai time. So there's a good spread of weights this Saturday morning in Dubai. So 61 and 67 kilo final, and they're all going in one group. We've got 10 in it. Lynn, Maria Fatima and Tanyu Zhao are all in the women's 67 kilo category. They're going for the heaviest weights later on. And the rest are all 61s.
Representing Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Sharif Al-Ammari.
So going through the field, Sharifa Al-Ammari of Saudi Arabia, Niamh Buckley of Ireland, Lin Ya Swan of Chinese Taipei, Zara Al-Abaidi of Iraq, Rebecca Bedford, Becky Bedford of Great Britain, Ana Paula Gonçalves of Brazil, Najat El Garra of Morocco. She'll be starting at 115. Maria de Fatima Costa de Castro for Brazil. Tanyu Zhao for China. There's all the records right now. And also for China, Cui Jianjin, World Championship bronze last time out. So they're the ones who are competing on stage. And let's see who the referees are going to be.
The technical officials for the session are the chief referee from Malaysia,
So the chief referee from Malaysia, Nursia Mohammed. The left-hand side referee representing Yemen will be Yasser Al-Zagri. As you saw, the right side referee Yari Laina of Finland, and the jury Isaac Kraus of Mexico, Ileana Raka of Greece, and Mohammed Al-Kersh from Yemen. So the various record holders, we have no representation from much of Africa, from sub-Saharan Africa. There are additional World Cups coming up later in the year that will take in a lot of the rest of the world. That was quite something that Brazil have made the big trip for this.
Is that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best in the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
Let's start with the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it is a very, very full day, although to be honest with you, compared to other World Cups, it's actually a much shorter schedule than usual, which is actually quite welcome in terms of a daily basis. It's a 7-day event here. So that means we have somewhat shorter hours as the day goes on. So to start off in this women's 61 and 67 kilo final, the competitors we're going to see first of all are in the 61s. There'll be a smattering of 67s as we go on. This is Sharifa Al-Amari of Saudi Arabia, her first international event. "34 years old and aiming to lift 30 kilos straight away." And just a reminder, it is now 10:30 starts all the way through for the rest of this competition. 3 p.m. starts Dubai time. UAE time prior to that. But everybody's an early riser from now on. So 30, her first lift in international competition, and it is a good lift. Positive stuff. Good start to her international career, and every reason to be beaming. Sharifa Al-Amari. And she can and will go higher. And it is in many ways a base start, but you have to start somewhere. Niamh Buckley coming for Ireland now. She's in the next gen competition, so she also has an additional set of medals to aim for in this 61 kilo final. The silver medalist at the next gen competition of the World Juniors last year, 17th in the Senior World Championships in Dubai, across town in Al Habtoor. Fourth in the European Championships in Tbilisi the previous year. Going to university these days in Tralee, Munster Technical University, having got her leaving cert results from secondary school, and she was actually at the World Championships in Dubai last summer. It went well, obviously. Denver Renzi on stage with her.
100.
And this for 76, which is knocking around lifetime best territory.
No lift.
That is no lift, and it's all three voting down on the press. Well, she started high in this, and they've started doing that as well. Just trying to find the sweet spot between something ultra competitive but also something achievable. It's not the equal lift, so Lin Ya-Xuan comes now for Chinese Taipei, and this is in the 67 kilo final. Maria de Fatima Costa of Brazil and Tan Yu Zhao are also in this. So Lin, she's been in 13 global championships at this stage, 6 Paralympic Games, 7 Worlds, bronze of the Asian Games in 2014, bronze in the Asia Oceania Championships in 2015, a silver prior to that in 2005 in a previous iteration of that, but it all counts towards the same thing. So this for 78 for Lin. Chen Ying-Tai has been her coach for a good few years. Steady does it. And that is a good lift.
Good.
Nice clean lines. A very comfortable, very capable, very smooth. In full control of the bar at all times, and it just looked really, really good, and that's all you can do when you go up there. If you're comfortable enough to achieve that, then you're always going to get a good lift. Just look at that smooth style. It's quite easy to get blasé a lot of the time about seeing these really strong, serious lifts and make it look, I won't say easy, but quite perfunctory. Achievable every time. Well, it ain't. It ain't. Zara Al-Abaidi of Iraq coming here for 87. Fourth in the African Open Championships in Cairo 2 years ago. 7th in the Worlds in 2021 in Tbilisi. Silver in the West Asian Games in 2019. Apart from that, we've not seen her in a huge amount lately.
One minute.
So 87 for Zara Al-Abaidi. And we could say exactly the same thing as the previous lift. That looked just really impressive. Al Abaidi, 87, and just a perfect lift. Everything about it looked good. And just faultless. Just faultless. It's been a good, consistent morning so far. Same story. It's made the lift look very good. Coming up now for Great Britain, Becky Bedford. So she's going here for 96. The European champion. 6th of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. After being a big force in para badminton for a good few years. Now doing the same in para powerlifting. This is where she is in terms of the race to Paris right now. So 98 her best in the season, 96 this is here. And aiming to get into 3 figures. There's quite a few who are not here, who are above her in the table, but she's edging closer to them. That's a nice lift by Becky Bedford. That is a great start to the morning. And I'll tell you something as well, she was originally looking to be lifting 92, but 96 is a vast improvement on that. And it basically gives her a free lift, if you like. And that was it. This is good, solid work by Becky Bedford. And she was on and off the stage in no time. So now we go to Ana Paula Gonçalves for Brazil, aiming for 97. Seventh in the World Championships last year. That was a global debut. Carlos Williams is going to be out, I'm told, with both Brazilian athletes in this. Silver in last year's Brazilian Championships. Bronze in Concagua in the build-up event ahead of the Pan Ams. That's where she is. Essentially 9th in the race to Paris. Becky Bedford is 10th. So Fred Miss Marku and Ventura Pujak are under threat a little bit, but obviously there are quite a few additional World Cups to come. Belisi's now going to turn out to be a big one in June. Got one in Piata. Actually, that's in May. I mentioned yesterday at due at the start of April. That's been moved to May. There's one in Cancun the same month in Mexico. She's got it. 2-1 in her favour. Both side referees giving her the nod. The centre referee voting her down on the stop sequence. But that has her in front. Just the one miss in the entire competition so far. So we're seeing some really good, strong lifting. Again, made it look really decent. Yeah, I can kind of see why she got one vote down in the chest sequence, but generally okay. Najat El Ghara for Morocco. Going here for 115. 4th in the World Championships in Dubai at El Habtour City last year. African Championship silver medalist in 2018 when it was in Algiers. Well, as we said before, just like we've said about Becky Bedford before, having excelled in one sport, now doing the same here. The London 2012 discus champion. This will 115. There's still one to go in this 61 kilo final. El Garra pulling out a really good lift. This is turning out to be a well contested final. She's every right to take her bows. Najat El Garra in front, lifting 115. Maria de Fatima Costa coming now in this 67 kilo final. And aiming for 115. The Pan Am bronze medalist, 5th in the World Championships. 2023 was a big championship debut. And she did get a no mark in the European Open when they were in Belize in 2022. There was a very big Brazilian team at that. And Carlos Williams out with her again. This is where she is overall, 121 at best in the season. In the race to Paris, this 6 kilos below, but aiming higher after this. She's got it. 3 out of 3. Exceptionally good lifting we're seeing this morning. It is the earliest start of the week. 10:30 start in Dubai. But Maria de Fatima Costa, 115. It's getting heavier. We still have a couple to go in this opening round, and that is a super strong lift.
Representing China, Yu Jiao Tan.
2 Chinese lifters to come. Tan Yu Zhao in the 67 kilo final. The reigning Asia Oceania, Asian Games, World and Paralympic champion. The world record holder too, set at those Asian Para Games in Hangzhou, her home city. That world record 141. She's starting here with 120. So this currently being led by Maria de Fatima Costa of Brazil. She is as dangerous a prospect to the rest of the field as always. 3 out of 3. A tremendous lift by Tan Yu Zhao. 120. And she can and will go higher, much higher. Really excellent. Also for China in the 61 kilo final, Cui Jianjin. Bronze in the last 2 World Championships. Silver previously in Mexico City in 2017. 4th of the Paralympic Games in London. That's where she is in terms of the race to Paris. Top marks, 2 mark right now. Onion Yechi mark. She's the Asian Games champion, Asia Oceania champion. Asian Games in Hangzhou at the end of last year. This for 128. She holds the Asian record of 135. That's worth watching out for today. A 128 to start. Just getting herself assured the lift had not begun. She's down to 40 seconds. She has time on her side. Ready to go now. And despite the somewhat abortive start, she has finished really well. It's a good lift for Cui Jianjin. 128. And she is well out in front. Leads by 13 in this 61 kilo final. There was that curiosity early on, which I don't think we're going to get to see again this time. Just about not being able to begin the lift first time, but the lift had not begun. That was the important thing. And she executed it very, very strongly. Eight of the 10 we're seeing this morning have won major championship medals. And we've got reigning Asia, Oceania, Asian Games, World, Paralympic, European champions in this. As we go into the second round lifts, and Sharifa Alamari is going for almost 30% on top of her previous successful lift. That was 30. This is 38 on her international debut. That's where she is right now. Everything she goes for this morning is a lifetime best, because it doesn't matter what she's done in training or domestic competition or a different circuit, does not go towards a powerlifting lifetime best. But this does.
1 minute.
She started really well. And the opportunity being taken by Saudi Arabia this week to blood in lots of new competitors. Impressive amount of new names for them. She has that under control. That is a good lift. And she definitely looks as if she can go quite a bit higher than that too. So I expect to see her go for heavier weights in future competitions. 38 becomes her lifetime best. Sharifa Alamari, welcome aboard. Decent lift. Niamh Buckley for Ireland, well supported here. Mother Aileen is here. Father Tig, who's a qualified referee, isn't. Hey, we've all got busy schedules. Oh, what time is it back home? 7 a.m. Up early in West Cork, I've no doubt about it. She's won the last 2 Irish titles, which is competition which now has international recognition, so lifts there go towards lifetime best. There she comes for 76 for the second time, Neve Buckley. Oh, no, that holds it on the way. And that is no lift, unfortunately. So, she does not get that. That halted on the way up. Took a little nip down as well. So 76 she's going for is 1 kilo above her lifetime best. A whole plethora of lifetime bests last year, both here in Dubai and also at the Irish Championships for the Irish team. And as soon as that not just holds but nips down, then the lift is totally terminated. But for stops like that, these days it is not given. Maybe in the old days. There's no maybe. In the old days you would have been fine with that. You are not now, really. Lin Ya Xuan of Chinese Taipei now. Coming for 82, so adding 4 to it. So currently in the bronze medal position in this 67 kilo final, Lin, Costa and Tan are in the 67 kilo final. And 2 men's deciders coming up later today. It's the 59 and then the really big boys, the over 107 kilo deciders. Now she's made steady progress of that on the way up and hit the summit, and that's the way to do it. Soft and steady and smooth movement all the way through, and that's another good lift. Well, that gives her good progress. Also gives her prospects in terms of the total lift competition. If the other two against her slip up, she's keeping herself in with a decent prospect of that. So now Zara Al Abaidi of Iraq. She's got 87 going here for 91. 99 is a lifetime best. Currently lying in 5th position in the 61 kilo final. And she will stay there even if she gets this, but it's a help in terms of the total lift. Iraq competed at the African Open Championships instead of the Asia Oceania Championships in 2022. Obviously, they could have competed in both if they'd wished, but Egypt quite a bit closer. There may have been travel implications as well at the time, which is worth remembering. The Asian Championships were June 2022. Still 30 seconds to go. Al Abaidi for 91. Strong lifting. And again, smooth lines. Perfect lift. Good lift for Zara Al Abaidi of Iraq. And it's turning out to be a very fruitful competition for everybody so far. And every reason for the nod of the head from her coach, because everything is going according to plan. She's generally being coached by Tana Ganim. So let's see if the run can continue. It's Becky Bedford going for 100. So this is where things change a little bit in terms of the race to Paris. A 94 is her lifetime best. Going into this, improved on that last time, got to 96, and now for the first time looking to break through 3 figures. Ben Richards on stage with it. Is this to go into the bronze medal position as well? That is a good lift, 2-1 in her favour. It's a lifetime best, it's 3 figures. And that, for me, gets her into the top 8 in the race to Paris. She's smashed her lifetime best and goes to 3 figures. Ana Paula Gonçalves of Brazil. So bronze in the not quite World Cup event, but international tournament that they held there last year in the run-up to the Para-Pan Ams in Santiago. Great competition. It was a good watch. It was a fabulous atmosphere. And this to overtake Becky Bedford again and go up into the bronze medal position. And this would be a new lifetime best and the first time that she lifted 3 figures in competition. Well, she's got that raised at least, so physically she can do it, but on the press a lot went wrong. All 3 against her on that. Actually on the stop as well, all 3 have voted her down, so the stop would have seen her stopped. That was for a lifetime best, and like Bedford going for over 100 for the first time. By the way, in the race to Paris, Becky Bedford is level with Amaima Omar and Maria Marku of Cyprus. Omar is not in the top 8 because she's the second Egyptian on the list, behind Fatma Karani. And Maria Marku has lifted 100. Becky Bedford has matched that, so she needs to go above 100 because that is Marku from Morocco. Najat El Ghara going for 120, who doesn't have to worry about any of that because she is way high in the race to Paris. And the Porte de Chapelle Arena, north of the city, as you're turning off for Saint-Denis in the Stade de France. So Najat El Ghara, 120. Well, she's got the press. I have to see about the stop sequence. She's okay. Only one vote down in the stop sequence. The other two referees happy. And that, for her, is a great result. That's a lifetime best. This is immense stuff. Najat Al Ghara lifting 120. Into the 67 kilo final. The next two lifts are in this. Maria de Fatima Costa, 115. She's got this for 121. This to take the lead in the 67 kilo final. Tan having lifted 120. This is 8 off the America's record. Alberto Fernandez of Colombia, set at the Pan Ams in Santiago. This is where she is in terms of the race to Paris, so this would match her best of 121, and it's a lifetime best as well, being in an international competition just for the past couple of years. And she's got there again, and well might her coach Carlos Williams applaud that. I think we all should. Very, very good. Very strong. And importantly, very clean. If you can make that look good, that's more than half the battle. And the battle intensifies. Tanyu Zhao going for 125 in this 67 kilo final. She holds the world record on 141, so she's done this before. The twice Paralympic champion, Rio and Tokyo. The four-time world champion, the first of which came in this arena. And that world record in Hangzhou, our hometown, back in October to win the Asian Games gold. Third time in a row she's won the last 6 available Asian crowns in the championships and in the games. Tanyu Zhao is clear, 2-1 in her favour, a good lift. The one against was for the body sequence. Impressive. It's looking like double Chinese gold, but Tan is the one who has the biggest fight. Maria de Fatima Costa de Castro is still breathing down her neck, only 4 kilos between them. Maria will try and overtake in the final round again. Cui Jianjin, considerable lead in the 61 kilo final, going for 133 here, which is 2 off her Asian record set at the Asian Games in October. That was the second Asian Games title, her first Asian crown coming in 2013. You can see how set she is. Press strongly. No hesitation this time, no problem with the lift. Cui Jianjin goes 2 kilos away from her Asian record, set in front of huge crowds in Hangzhou. And only Onyechi Mark, with the world record set at the World Championships last year, has gone higher this season. Second in the race to Paris, and well, isn't it looking like a fun Paralympics final already? Wherever you are, you'll be able to view it. 61 kilo final. Cui leads 133. Algaran second spot, and Tan leading the 67 kilo final. Final round, the return of Sharifa Alamari. Going here for 42. She's had a very good international debut. She's lifted 30, she's lifted 38. There's no difficulty with the weights. It's about getting the technique right, keeping everything under control in the early days of her career, and this is the first day of her international career. Irrespective of how much training there's actually been, it all begins here today. Well, she's had a really good morning in Dubai, and this to make it a perfect morning. At 42, she's got that perfectly right. Pure sheer delight. She's got all 3 lifts in, and Sharifa Alamari has every reason to be satisfied. Lifetime best of 42 already, and as you've seen from the lifts, in terms of the weight, she could have gone on even higher, I think, than that this morning, but then you're talking about keeping it clean. Here's Niamh Buckley, and she's been going for lifetime bests all the way this morning, one above what she's already achieved, this for 76. At the third attempt, she's missed the first 2. Well, the pressure's on to get a mark. So 76, one above our current lifetime best. Well, this is the one now to get. It's the last one. Niamh Buckley. And she has got that raised. And that's the best one yet. A new lifetime best of 76 for Niamh Buckley. And she did it. She made it work. She made it happen. She wins the next gen competition, and it is job done. Hey, it took a while, but she got there. 76 for Niamh Buckley. Well, she went in straight away at 76 for a lifetime best, which is always a big risk, but it's what they've done in recent competitions, Ireland, and it has generally always paid off. It did there. Lin Ya Xuan
going for 85 here. Now this by 1 kilo would be a lifetime best for the Taiwanese competitor. In this 67 kilo final. 1, 2, 3 in this so far. Tan on 125, Costa 121, and Lin 82. And all the names below that are in the 61 kilo final. 2 sets of medals, needless to say, by the way. Again, we're seeing an excellent run of lifetime bests this morning. And this would be another one. That's the toughest one yet for her, and that is interrupted. It's not going to get all the way for Lin, so it is no lift. But she's had her tilt. She's had a really good go at a lifetime best, and she's been consistent all the way through. Well, you could say that's 2 ways of having a go that we've seen in 2 consecutive lifters at a lifetime best. Neve Buckley went in right at the start, aiming for it. Got it at the 3rd attempt. Lin went for a lifetime best with her last effort and didn't get it. But Lin's way of doing it would be the more risk-free way of doing it, but she leaves without a lifetime best today. But she got her first 2 lifts in. She has marks on the board in 82. Doesn't get the 85, and the last chunk was not going to make it. So now, Sarah El Abaidi of Iraq. Going here for 92. A lifetime best is 99, so this is about the competition today. This would definitely help her in terms of the total lift. This would put her into the lead.
1 minute.
And if there are a few slip-ups after her, basically if the current top 3, if one of those final attempts is missed, El Abaidi, if she gets this, would have a medal in the total lift. This for 92. She will stay in 5th, but is still for a medal. And again, that's smooth. That is a good lift. It's 2-1 in her favour. And El Abaidi leads the total lift with 4 to go, but one of those already out of it. And Paula Gonçalves having missed her 2nd attempt. Sarah El Abaidi has not missed one at all. Goes to 92. She did very well. I don't know if there's an element of relief in that with her, but they pitched that very well, because obviously with the total lifts now, the additional reward for consistency, get all your lifts in, you've got a big prospect of getting onto the podium if others are going for broke too much. So now, Becky Bedford's already got a couple of lifetime bests. And this is one with the most at stake, because 101 would put her in the top 8 for the race to Paris. She'd go above Lisa Marcoux, and she would match Paulina Bujak of Poland and this would be a lifetime best. So currently, there were 3 athletes on 100 in the Paris qualifying pathway. Bedford would join Paulina of Poland if she gets this. Let's see, 101. That is 2-1 in her favour. It's a good lift. It's a lifetime best again. Oh, she's done awesomely. There is a good prospect of her being in the Paralympic Games. There's still a few World Cups to come, but she's got that nailed in. And by the way, Bedford will definitely win a medal in the total lift. And here's Ana Paula Gonçalves going for a 101, which would match Bedford but can't overtake Bedford. So Bedford has the bronze. Gonçalves will stay in 4th position, but this is for a lifetime best. And this would complicate things even more in terms of the race to Paris. She wouldn't get into the top 8, but she would now go level with Becky Bedford. And also go level with Paulina Puciak as well of Poland. Here she comes, 101, lifetime best. That's halted. And she's not going to get given it. And it is no lift. Spotters were told to come in. Well, she's given it a good go, definitely. Went for the lifetime best of 101 in attempts 2 and 3. Just got stuck in the way up, and that's it. End of lift. No prospect of that lift getting any higher. So terminated. Just stopped right there.
For the third attempt, representing Morocco,
Jet Al Gra of Morocco. Well, she's got 115 and 120, and this for 123. In terms of the total lift, Becky Bedford leads that. El Abaidi in 2nd place. El Abaidi definitely gets a medal if El Gara or Chue missed their final attempt. El Gara has the silver in the main competition, and Chue has the win. But maybe she'll have more than the win. El Gara, 1, 2, 3. Well, she's reached the top, and that is a good lift. She kept her moving. That's the way to do it. She now leads in the total lift. It's silver for her in the main competition, and at worst, silver in the total lift as well. She's made every single one count. She's had the morning of her career. El Gara's done brilliantly. The last attempt of the competition will be the last attempt of this weight category, but we'll switch to 67 for the next couple of attempts. Maria Costa, 124 she's aiming for here. And this to match her lifetime best. The Pan Am bronze medalist. Well, it means silver for her. Now, interestingly, she was originally looking at 126, but maybe they've been doing a bit of sorting out backstage, and they just feel that she couldn't overtake Tan. Tan on 125. Costa here for 124 to match her lifetime best, and it's not gone her way. 2 against her on the stop sequence. It is still silver for her, and silver in the total lift as well. It was the stop sequence, and you could see from the angle that it just wasn't enough contact. So that's her first miss, and it comes in her last attempt. So Tan Yu Zhao, the world record holder in claiming Asian Games gold in Hangzhou in October. That was 141, this is 113, she has the gold. You can see now why Costa didn't go for the heavier marker 126 and try and get the gold and overtake Tan. Tan was not overtakeable today. She hasn't been for a few years. She's been in 15 major championships, and only twice has she not won gold. London 2012 and the 2021 World Championships. Everything else she's competed in, she has won it. And today she has won it. 130 this is. That's a good chunk below her world record of recent months. She's just such an impressive athlete. Tan Yu Zhao takes it at 130 kilos and wins the gold for China. She remains fiercely impressive. And it is a China 1-1 this morning. They've taken both gold medals. Tan wins the 67 kilo final. Cui Jianjian has won at 61. And this for a new Asian record, having set 135 in Hangzhou in October. That mark of 135, her Asian record. And this to add 2 onto it. So Cui Jianjian for the Asian record to break her mark, to add 2 onto it. She's won the gold here. Another strong lift, but it does not count. 2 against her in the stop sequence from the 2 side referees, 2-1 against. And that means that El Abaidi does get a total medal, unless it's appealed to the jury by Cui and it gets changed. But they've not had a tradition of doing that, China. Well, she misses out on the Asian record. She gets the gold anyway. El Garada silver. Becca Bedford the bronze. Chue Elgarar Bedford the 1, 2, 3, and in terms of the total lift, Elgarar wins it, Bedford the silver, and El Abaidi gets the bronze. That in 61 kilo. Neve Buckley winning the next gen competition. And at 67, Tan with the gold for China, Costa the silver Brazil, Lin the bronze for Chinese Taipei. That's the 1, 2, 3 in the total as well. And Lin also takes the Legends crown. The victory ceremonies are on the way.
Hey, check this one. One more.
Mr. Yahya Qabbani.
الفائزة بالمركز الثالث والميدالية البرونزية.
Bronze medalist representing Great Britain.
So the medals in this 61 kilo final being presented by Yahya Qabbani, the head of the medical sector. Becky Bedford with the bronze medal for Great Britain. New lifetime best of 101 and 8th now in the Paralympics qualification race. And a whopping lifetime best. She's improved massively.
Silver medalist representing Morocco, Najat El
Silver for Najat El Ghara, 123 for Morocco. Same story for her in terms of lifetime best. Very, very impressive lifting. She got all her lifts in. She wins the total lift as well with Bedford the silver. And the gold going to China and Cui Jianjin. She didn't manage to break her own Asian record in the end. But hey, she can save that for the Paralympic Games if she likes. 133 though. In the second round, 2 kilos off her Asian record set in Huangzhou. Takes the gold for China. Really good performance. She probably will have her own element of disappointment that she didn't break her own Asian record. But she's done everything else today. A really strong performance. Cui Jianjin gets the gold, Najat El Ghara the silver, Becky Bedford the bronze. Zara El Abaidi gets the bronze in the total lift behind El Ghara and Bedford. So we're back in almost an hour and a half for the next final. It's the men's 59 kilos decider. Please do come back to us then. Well, you can come back to us now because you've got the women's 67 kilo ceremony to come. Three in this and the 1, 2, 3 in terms of the main competition, the individual. It's also the 1, 2, 3 in terms of the total lift as well. Second and third are going to go in the wrong positions if they're not careful. Yeah, they can't see from there. Yeah, you carry on, Lynn. Yeah, you're okay. Go. Yep. Right place. Now we're all where we're supposed to be. Medals to be presented again by Yahya Qabbani, the head of the medical sector. Then Ya Xuan of Chinese Taipei with the bronze. Went as high as 82 this morning. Missed out her last attempt. A new lifetime best by 1.
الفائزة بالمركز الثاني والميدالية الفضية.
Good result for her. Maria de Fatima Costa gets the silver for Brazil, 121, so she went high today as well. Last attempt at 124 she didn't get. It was a thought for a while that she was going to go for a 126, but then they scaled their aspirations down. And Tanyu Zhao gets all of her lifts in, finishing at 130. Wins both goals available, the individual and the total lift for China. Powerful display by Tanyu Zhao, going to 130 to claim the Fazza World Cup in Dubai. Got all of her lifts in. Costa de Castro with the silver for Brazil, and Lin the bronze for Chinese Taipei, and she also takes the Legends honours in best lift and total lift as well, and it's the same 1, 2, 3 for the total competition. They've given us a good competition today. We are 77 minutes away from the men's 59 kilo final, so do join us then.